So Jarren Duran of the Boston Red Sox won All-Star Game MVP last night, but do you know his absolutely incredible journey to get here? Jarren Duran's career with the Boston Red Sox started in the 2018 draft when he was drafted in the 7th round in the 220th overall pick as a second baseman out of Long Beach State. Duran was never a power guy in college, however, the Red Sox absolutely loved his speed and decided they wanted to transition him into an outfielder. Duran would absolutely fly through the minor leagues and by 2021 would make his way to AAA Worcester. And after only 60 games at AAA Worcester, Duran would end up getting called up to the big leagues at the age of 24. And in his first game in the MLB, Jarren Duran would get a base hit off of Garrett Cole for his first MLB hit in his first MLB at-bat. And then 2 days later, on July 19th, Jarren Duran would hit his first career MLB home run against the Toronto Blue Jays. However, even though Duran hit those milestones, he did not have a great 2021 season, as in 33 games he would hit .215 with 2 home runs and 10 RBIs with a .578 OPS. However, even though he only spent a cup of coffee in the big leagues in 2021, there is hope that in 2022 Duran could have a breakout season. And spoiler alert, it was not a breakout season. If I had to describe Jarren Duran's 2022 season in one word, it would be struggling. Jarren Duran was not only struggling at the plate this season, he was also struggling in the field, as his 2022 season was pretty much summed up by this play, as he allowed Raimel Tapia to hit an inside-the-park grand slam as he lost the ball in the lights, and you can just see he looks absolutely defeated out there. However, he wasn't only struggling on the field, he was struggling off the field with his mental health, as he would have these quotes come out in August of 2022 where he would say, "I don't really talk to my family about my low points because I'm so closed off to everybody. I'm kind of just tearing myself up internally and get pretty depressed and stuff like that." And he would go on to say, "I find it hard to reach out to people because I don't want to bother other people with my problems. I kind of just build it up inside myself, which obviously makes everything a lot worse." Jarren Duran's final numbers in 2022 would be a marginal improvement over his rookie year numbers, where he would hit .221 with 3 home runs, 17 RBIs with a .645 OPS, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of Red Sox fans were starting to lose hope on him. And 2023 spring training wasn't a whole lot better, as Duran started 2023 spring training absolutely on fire. However, he did decide to leave early to play for Team Mexico in the World Baseball Classic. That means his spot on the Red Sox was up for grabs, and you'll never guess who took it. It was Raimel Tapia, the guy that hit the inside-the-park grand slam at maybe the lowest point of Jarren Duran's career, has now taken Jarren Duran's job with the Red Sox, as Duran would start the 2023 season in the minor leagues. Although in early April, the Red Sox starting center fielder Adam Duvall would end up fracturing his wrist, which meant Jarren Duran was getting called back up. With this call up to the big leagues, Jarren Duran would make sure he was never going to play in AAA Worcester again. Jarren Duran would absolutely explode in 2023 as he hit .295 with 8 home runs and 40 RBIs. He had an .828 OPS, he stole 24 bases in 102 games, as Duran would absolutely explode onto the scene after his call-up. Not only was he performing off the field, Duran would also talk about his mental health, as after the 2022 season, he decided to get a house in California and just hang out with his friends and just live life, and that seemed to help his mental health tremendously, as he had an absolutely great 2023 season. And 2024 has been Jarren Duran's breakout party, as in 95 games he is hitting .284 with 10 home runs and 4 RBIs. He has an .820 OPS, and as we saw yesterday, he was a first-time All-Star and a first-time All-Star MVP. And even though Duran is playing well, that doesn't mean he stops talking about his mental health, as he writes "still alive" in tape on his wrists, as well as wearing the shirt "fuck 'em" underneath his jersey, talking about his mental health. As you see with Jarren Duran's story, it wasn't always the easiest, whether it was on the field struggles or off the field struggles with his mental health. However, Jarren Duran has seemingly turned a corner, and it looks like he's going to be one of the faces of the Boston Red Sox for years to come.